Hello friends, welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and if this is the first video of mine that you're catching, welcome. My name is Rachel and I'm a reseller on sites like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. I primarily order online mystery boxes to source for my reseller business, and every time I get a new box, I come on here, I unbox it live, and then I come back 90 days later to give you an update and show you how I actually did with the box, whether or not it was profitable, and whether or not I buy another one based on my results. So today, I have a 90-day update for you. This is the LL Bean secondhand box from Helpsy source. So if you want to see how I did with this one, definitely stick around. So this box actually came recommended by somebody. Maybe I think I had a few people say that I should really try the LL Bean box because they had ordered it and it was pretty good, and because LL Bean is such a sought after brand, at least in the New England area, which Helpsy Source is located, their warehouse is in New Jersey, and so a lot of what they get comes from like that general area. So even though it's not really a brand that down here in Atlanta that you see people kind of really wearing a lot. There's brands down here like that, but LL Bean is not one of them. But I'm like, you know what? Let me give it a try. It doesn't matter where I live. I ship wherever. So I did go ahead and order this because this is one of those boxes on the site. Every time it like goes for sale, it immediately sells out. So I finally got my hands on it and I wanted to give it a try. So what I'll do is I'll run down like what sold, how much it sold for, what I have left. And then I rated the box in my original unboxing. I will link that down below if you want to watch it. I will re-rate the box based on my actual results, and then I will give a recommendation whether or not I would order this again based on my results. So if you like content like this, please make sure to consider subscribing to the channel. Like I said, every time I do a new unboxing, I come back 90 days later with the update, and hit that like button. That helps out the channel too. And let me know if you've ever ordered this. And if you're surprised by my results, I definitely am interested to hear your thoughts on this. Again, this is a brand that, even when I was thrifting a lot, I didn't necessarily pick up ever when I lived in Michigan. And then here, now that I live in Georgia, I don't really see much LL Bean at all. So you'll definitely have to let me know what you think of my results. All right, so I'm going to run this down. I will show you the lowest selling item up to the highest selling item. Then I'll show you what I have left. And at the end, I'll re-rate the box. So this was a 40-piece box. It cost me $132.88. So the cost was not bad per piece. I probably used my 10% off code, which you're welcome to use too. It's oh yeah, and it's linked down below. It's basically just works for 10% off any box on the site. And they let me use my own code too, which is kind of nice. Plus the Helpsy source boxes are not free shipping, so that was plus the shipping. So I ended up listing 20, and I ended up listing 19, and 21 I did not list. I did send a couple, or probably not a couple, at least half of those 20 went to ThredUp. So I may have made a couple dollars here and there on ThredUp. It's nothing to write home about. I mean, the things that did sell, maybe $1 here, $1 there. So I'm not really going to count that into this. But I do know that there were a few things that I flat out just donated as well, which with a Helpsy source secondhand box, they do expect to, they say like a 15% flaw rate, which pretty par for the course, at least 15% or about 15% of the items in the box, you can expect light flaws. I am the person that does not really deal with flaws. I just, especially if it's basics or something like that's not really worth my time. Sometimes I'll run it through the wash and see if I can get a spot out or something, but otherwise anything that's damaged or whatever, I don't tend to try to fix it. So my strategy with these secondhand boxes is really just pick out the stuff that's really, really good that I think is going to sell and turn around within a reasonable time frame, and then just cut my losses on the rest and either donate it. ThredUp has been a really good resource for me for women's clothing. If it's something I didn't really feel like I wanted to sell myself, I can toss it in a ThredUp box and I still make a couple dollars here and there without actually doing any work on the items. So anyway, let me show you what I sold, then I'll show you what I have left, and then I'll re-rate the box at the end. So first up was this green fleece cardigan. This was a size small regular. This one took about two and a half months, but it did sell on Poshmark for $15. Once we get past like 60 days or approaching 90 days, I kind of start just like accepting offers on stuff, especially my cost per item on this was $3.32. So I wasn't going to lose money doing that. At this point, like I just wanted to move. So that was an easy sale, and it was still profitable. It wasn't the best selling item in the box, but at least, I didn't lose money on it. There was this cable knit sweater vest, or maybe it was more like a short sleeve sweater. It was a size extra small. Unfortunately, there was a lot of small sizes in this box. This one sold within 4 weeks, and it was sold on Poshmark for $18 with the discounted shipping. My Posher VA is set to automatically send 10% off with $4.99 shipping 5 minutes after somebody likes an item. So that was sold via offer. Then there was the green sleeveless button front shirt. So again, just a super basic, like just green shirt. This was a size medium. This one took about 2 months to sell, but also sold on Poshmark for $18 by offer. There was this green cable knit sweater. This one sold a little bit quicker than most of the other items. This was a size extra large, and this was a really nice sweater, so I do get it. But it sold in July, like dead center of summer, and someone's buying this cable knit sweater, so whatever. But that was also a $22 Poshmark sale with the discounted shipping, sold by offer, which means I listed it for $25 and then the 10% off with discounted shipping. Then there was the green fleece pajama set. I actually decided to sell this as a set. I don't remember, if I'm being honest, I don't remember if it counted as one piece or two, but it was clearly like the same size. It was a set that went together. So it made the most sense to me to sell this as a set. This one did take a little over 90 days to sell, but it was a $25 Poshmark sale, so $25 for the set. That was one of those things I wasn't even really sure was going to sell at all, so that's fine. Then there was this hot pink zip-up cashmere cardigan. This one I did have a little bit higher hopes for. It was a size large. It was 100% cashmere. It was really nice. But after 3.5+ months, it was still sitting. Somebody offered me $28 on Poshmark, so I did just go ahead and accept it. It's not like it was getting a ton of attention. If I would have let it sit into the fall, maybe I could have got a little more. But again, if the offer is reasonable, if I'm still making money, even if it's not the most ideal, I'm probably going to just accept it so that I can make room for more stuff. I get a lot of stuff coming in all the time, and I don't like to sit on inventory. Like, I'm willing to sit on inventory if I need to, especially if, I order about a box of sweaters in the middle of summer. I know I'm going to have to sit on that for a little while or whatever. But like, if I don't need to sit on it, I don't want to. So I'd rather just take the profit that this person's offering me, not taking the chance it's going to sit for another 6 months, and then I just move on. Then there was this blue mock neck sweater. This was a size large petite. This one sold within a month on Poshmark for $29. So my Posher VA did not send an offer for this one, which means that was either my full asking or somebody sent me an offer. So then, all right, we're on the last three. This was there was a brown quarter zip striped shirt. This was an extra small petite, so very small size, but it did sell on eBay. It took about 3 months, sold for $29.74 plus shipping, which means I sent out offers, or I might have had a sale running, but I also send offers to watchers on eBay, kind of the same way I do on Poshmark. So it could have either been that I sent a discount or that I had the stuff on sale, because I do use both strategies frequently on eBay. There was this long black trench coat. The size was a small petite. It was a really nice coat though. This one eventually sold on eBay for $34.99. This one took until the fall. Not surprising. It's a coat. But that was my full asking. In fact, I think if I remember correctly, I delisted and relisted, and then somebody purchased it right away for what my asking was. I do think I had it listed for a little higher initially, and it hadn't sold, so I did go ahead and just kind of lower the price. And then the highest selling item in the box was this light gray cardigan sweater. This was a size 1X, so I think this was the only plus size item in the box. And this one sold within 6 weeks, so it was one of the quicker sales too. And this was a $40 Poshmark sale, which means that somebody bought this outright for $40. So I assume that when people say LL Bean sells well for them, it's this kind of stuff. Not necessarily the basics and the t-shirts and stuff. Because a lot of what I sent to ThredUp, if I'm being honest, is like tank tops, t-shirts, things that just were not worth my time to list. I know that when I did the initial unboxing, I had considered maybe lotting up some of the stuff, but it was all like different sizes. There was small regular, small petite, extra small regular, extra small petite, and there was not enough of any one size that it made it like make sense to me to lot it up. So I just sent it all to ThredUp. So, you know, I would say that if I found LL Bean like plus size or like really significant sweaters and jackets and stuff, I probably would say they're worth picking up. That wasn't my experience of what came in this box though, unfortunately. And I did get this box in July. So I guess it's also not really surprising that there was a lot more summery basic stuff in it. But anyway, so I sold 10 items out of the box, and I do still have 10 items listed. Here is what's left over. I've got this gray houndstooth blazer. This is the size small. Nice blazer, size small. Maybe I'll sell this now that it's fall. There is this blue waterproof rain jacket. This one's had some interest, but no sales yet. It's a nice rain jacket, so maybe seasonally it will sell here soon. There is this pink activewear tank top. I took kind of a gamble listing this. The material is really nice. I don't know that LL Bean is known for their activewear, so I wanted to give it a try, but that's just still sitting here. There's this tan button front. I don't know, I called it a shacket. It's heavier than a shirt, but lighter than a jacket. I was hoping this would sell quicker, or at least now that it's cooler outside, but that's still here. So hopefully that'll sell in the next couple weeks. There are these blue athletic leggings. Again, not really much interest. I don't know how much popularity LL Bean's activewear has, but they're still here. Here's another pair of pants. These seem to be very like, they're either really super preppy or really super vintage, or maybe both. They're a 6 petite. This and the next pair of pants, which I'll show you here, the corduroys, which are a 4 petite. These are going to take the right buyer, because these are definitely like older LL Bean. And so I don't know. I feel like this is the kind of stuff, though, that you can get at the thrift store for a dime a dozen. So why would you come on Poshmark? I mean, maybe. I don't know. It's all still sitting here. So I don't really have high hopes for it at all. There was this tan linen skirt. This was really wrinkly, and I didn't do anything about it because I don't like to try to unwrinkle linen. So that's still here. And now we're out of summer, so I don't have high hopes for this either. The one lot that I did put together was this set of 2 pink golf polos. They were the same size and the same style, but lotting it up clearly didn't help because I still have them here. And then there was the original fit gray shorts. Again, these are very classic, like 90s LL Bean. I don't know. They're very, in my opinion, outdated, but potentially in style. They're so outdated, but maybe not because they're still here. So that's what I have left. So let's do a rundown of the box. Ease of listing. And you can watch the original video down below if you want to see how I rated it initially. But after going through everything, ease of listing, I'm going to give an okay. This was a secondhand box. I'm spoiled. I do a lot of first quality stuff that has tags on it still or style numbers. It's really easy for me to find the exact names of things and all that when it's current or when it has tags. With a secondhand box, it's like you're kind of on your own to write descriptions and stuff. So I did use the List Perfectly AI description writer on a lot of these, just because there's really no style name to be found, and it's easier to let the AI write it out for me. So it wasn't like the hardest thing to do. It's not like I had to do a ton of research on this stuff, but it wasn't super quick like I'm used to with my first quality stuff. So ease of listing, I'll give it an okay. It wasn't great. It wasn't terrible. It was okay. Quality of items, I mean, the fact that I did have to either donate or send off 20 items, some of that was by my own choice because I didn't want to deal with the basics, but I do wish there would have been a few more substantial pieces in here to, help me actually make a profit on this box. Or, I like when there's at least a couple pieces that like carry the box and then the rest is sort of all just like profit that comes in. So, I mean, the box was as described as far as I remember, like, it's, the Helpsy does it by brand. So they're not going to necessarily guarantee any sort of assortment of sweaters versus tank tops or whatever. You're just getting 40 of whatever brand you order, in this case a brand specific box. But I'm gonna go with okay. I mean, it wasn't great, it wasn't like my favorite to deal with, and it wasn't terrible. It was very as expected. So I'll go with okay for quality of items. And then profitability in 90 days, I'm going to go based on my numbers. So I paid $132.88 for the box, and as of right now, I have made $197.46 after the platform fees. So where does that put me? 197 minus 132. I have made a profit of $65. And I still have about half of what I listed left. So typically I want to, with a secondhand box, when the cost per piece is so low, I typically want to triple my money. I didn't even double my money. I didn't even really come close to doubling my money. I might, if I can sell off a few more pieces, I might double my money, but I'm not going to get to that triple mark. So it's not terrible. It's not a dumpster fire. I am still in the profit. I do still have some more profit to be made, hopefully. But this one's going to get an oh no. This was not my favorite for the amount of work it took to, decipher some of this stuff. And a lot of effort went into it to make $60. And I definitely want a higher profit than that for the amount of time it takes. So not to say that this is not a good box. I think it really just depends on the assortment you get. And for somebody that's looking for a box that has a low cost of goods, I think this is, a decent box to give a try. For me personally, it wasn't my favorite. But like I said, if you ordered this, let me know how you've done down below. Like I said, with the assortment, it goes by brand, and then what actually comes in the box from that brand is going to be different for everybody. So I would love to hear if you ordered this and how yours did. Maybe I'm just not super lucky, or maybe I just didn't get the best assortment. Definitely let me know. And make sure you subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I have lots more 90-day updates I'm trying to catch up on, so you can definitely look forward to more like this one. Hit that like button on the way out if you could. That certainly helps out the channel too. And that's it for today, friends. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one.